I read Geordie Prepper here, and just a quick video about when to clean a gravity filtration system. Obviously, it does need to be maintained. So when do you decide when to maintain it? Currently, I haven't cleaned or maintained the gravity filtration system for just over a year now. I was looking at it and I'm thinking now is probably a good time. So as long as the water that you put into the system is as clean and as debris free as you can possibly do. But you can see here that there's some material which is built up on the top of the candles. These dark speckles are basically just very, very fine material which can't pass through the membrane, the porous membrane of the candle. On the top of the candle, it will be very slight. The top of the candle is not the main area of concern. The main area of concern is the base of the candle. This is obviously exposed to the most water, so it's exposed to the most debris. And you'll probably notice that when your candle needs to be cleaned, you can see here that the base of the candle has this black plastic, but the watermark, the level of the water is basically up a certain part of the candle. And this is because it's taken a very, very long time to go past this point, which means that there's a significant amount of buildup on there, which is stopping the water going through. So you can see here in the bottom of the gravity filter, this is the bottom segment where the filtered water goes into. It's very clean, and this is after a year. If this wasn't sealed, if this was exposed, then that would compromise the safety of the water which is collected in the bottom here. So another area that you want to look at when you're deciding when to do like a full clean of this system is, even though this water is collected in the bottom, is filtered and clean, there can be some buildup around this rubber stopper here. And you can see here that there is a very slight buildup, but I'm not concerned about it right now. So at the minute, I'm just cleaning the top of the gravity filtration system, which has the collection part. To clean the gravity filtration candles, obviously use a toothbrush, keep it separate and away from any other use that toothbrushes might be used for. So keep this toothbrush exclusively for the gravity filtration system. These are the rubber stoppers which are at the base of the candle, and this basically essentially is what stops the water going from the collection section into the filtered section. And you can see here that there is some gunge around the outside and around the inner side. And you can see here the candle's been removed. There's a lot of material that's built up. Hopefully you can see it on this image, but this section here is what I've used the toothbrush on already. So you can see here that it's slightly brighter because it's got less material, because I've obviously removed it. And then on this section here, I haven't touched this bit, so you can see here, hopefully, the difference. This material that all builds up here is essentially slowing down the filtration through the candle into the collection area. So this is what needs to be removed, and you can basically judge it for yourself when you need to remove this material. Here on the left, you've got the candle which I haven't cleaned yet. You can see here the dark spots which we saw earlier. So obviously when you're cleaning and you're using the toothbrush across the surface of the candle, just using the weight of your arm and gravity and just moving your hand backwards and forwards basically. There's no pressure needed at all. And here you can see the completed cleaned system. I think, to be honest with you, I could leave it for another year before I clean the gravity filtration system. It's a very, very low maintenance system, but it gives like a real huge benefit. It's a big part of my preps. It's a big part of my bugging in equipment, and it's a big part of making water that's safe to drink. So that's it really. I mean, this, like I said, this isn't a replacement for how to clean my gravity filtration system. I'll leave a link or a card which will pop up on the video now, and a link in the description below on that video. This is basically just to give you an idea of how I dictate when to clean the system, which areas to look at of concern specifically, and I did clean it today, but I just cleaned the top section of the collection area and it didn't take very long at all. The process probably took in maximum of 10-15 minutes. So 10-15 minutes maintenance, you know, and a year's use out of it is very, very good in my opinion. So thanks again, be safe and prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.